I beg to give notice of the following motion, which lapsed in the last session, that this House adopts the report of the Decentralized Funds Accounts Committee on its consideration of the reports of the Auditor General on the financial statements of the national to financial years 2021-2022, laid on the table of the House on Thursday, 21st March 2024.
Just read the motion as drafted.
Yes.
Which you haven't.
Honorable Speaker, I beg to give notice of the following motion, that this House adopts the report of the Decentralized Funds Accounts Committee on its consideration of the reports of the Auditor General on the financial statements for the National Government Constituency Development Fund account for the financial years 2016-2017, 2017-2018, 2018-2019, 2019-2020, 2020-2021, and 2021-2022, laid on the table of the House on Thursday, 21st March 2024. Thank you, Honorable Speaker.
Thank you, Honorable Mulyungi. Marian Kaitanya, are you better organized now? If you shake your head, it won't go unanswered.
Not yet, Speaker.
Thank you. Before we call the next order, honorable members, allow me to acknowledge in the public gallery the following institutions: Queen of Angels Comprehensive School from Sotik, Bomet; Testimony School from Keses, Uasin Gishu. Members, you should welcome these children to Parliament. Creation Academy from Isiolo North, Isiolo. On my behalf and on behalf of the House, we welcome the students and their teachers and any accompanying persons to the House of Parliament. Thank you. Let's go back to order number 3. Clerk.
Order number 3, messages.
Take your seats. Honorable members, I have a message from the Senate on the resolution of the Senate on extension of the tenure of the selection panel for the recruitment of nominees for appointment as chairperson and members of the IEBC. Honorable members, pursuant to the provisions of Standing Order 41-4 of the National Assembly Standing Orders, I wish to convey to the House that I have received a message from the Senate regarding its decision to extend the tenure of the selection panel for the recruitment of nominees for appointment as chairperson and members of the Independent Electoral and Boundaries Commission, IEBC. The message conveys that on Thursday, 3rd April 2025, the Senate considered and resolved to extend the tenure of the selection panel for the recruitment of nominees for appointment as chairperson and members of the Independent Election and Boundaries Commission by a period of 14 days from 28th April 2025. Honorable members, you recall that on Wednesday, 2nd April 2025, this House considered and approved the extension by a similar period. The concurrence of the Senate on the request therefore concludes the bicameral consideration of the matter. I'm informed that the clerk has since conveyed the decision of the House of Parliament to the IEBC selection panel, and the House is accordingly guided. Thank you. Marian, you are now okay? So we'll go back to order number 6. Marian Kaitani.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. We wish to pass a notice of motion on the formulation of a regulatory framework on artificial intelligence in the country. That aware that the world is rapidly embracing artificial intelligence, which is the use of a digital computer or computer-controlled robots to perform tasks commonly associated with intelligent being beings, acknowledging that the 2022 Government Artificial Intelligence Readiness Index report ranked Kenya the 5th in Africa and 90th globally in the readiness to adopt artificial intelligence, and further acknowledging that the Oxford Insight Survey 2022 pegged Kenya's readiness to adopt AI at 40.3%, and appreciating that AI has brought forth positive benefits that have increased efficiency in different sectors such as healthcare, manufacturing, and robotics, and concerned that the exponential rate at which artificial intelligence is being embraced in the society without proper regulatory mechanisms has caused various negative consequences, such as rising cases of disinformation and fake news, and noting that there is need to protect Kenyans from potential AI-instigated harms, such as privacy breaches, AI-powered fake technology, algorithms and algorithmic discrimination, autonomous weapons, job displacement and economic inequalities, and social manipulation and misinformation, as well as financial market manipulation and privacy invasion. Now, therefore, this House urges the government through the Ministry of Information, Communication and Digital Economy to, 1, formulate a regulatory framework and ethical guidelines for implementation of AI or artificial intelligence in the country to control its potential misuse, and 2, develop and execute a public awareness program on artificial intelligence to raise understanding for AI, fostering transparency and promote responsibility for use of AI for the benefit of all. I thank you.
Thank you, Marian. Next order.
Order number 7, questions and statements.
Member for Butere.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I rise to request for a statement regarding the disruption of performance of the Echoes of War play by Butere Girls High School drama students by the National Police Service. Honorable Speaker, pursuant to the provision of Standing Order 44-2C, I rise to request for a statement from the chairperson of the Departmental Committee on Administration and Internal Security regarding the disruption of the performance Echoes of War play by Butere Girls High School at the Kenya National School and Colleges Drama Festival in Nakuru County by the National Police Service. Honorable Speaker, in February 2025, the Butere Girls High School, in participation of the 2025 National Drama Festivals, presented a play titled Echoes of War, which successfully progressed to the sub-county, county, and regional levels, and thereafter was approved to proceed to the national level. Despite this, the play elicited a lot of apparently unjustified and unjustifiable concerns, which led to the play being banned. This ban was lifted by the High Court, and the play reinstated for performance at the National Drama and Film Festival in Nakuru. Unfortunately, on 9th April 2025, on the eve of the presentation of the play at the national level, the director of the Echoes of War play, Honorable Cleophas Malala, was allegedly arrested in Nakuru County under unclear circumstances, disrupting preparations for the performance. Today morning, Butere Girls was prevented from staging their play, and riot police were deployed at the venue, where they allegedly lobbed tear gas at the students who were preparing to perform. Members of the public were also denied access to the venue. Honorable Speaker, this situation raises serious concerns regarding the freedom of expression as enshrined in Constitution under Article 33, and the role of security agencies in protecting constitutional rights and freedoms. As noted by the court in the case of the banning of the shackles of doom play, a ban which, as the one imposed by the Kenya National Drama Festival, constitutes a limitation of freedom of expression. The producers and students of Butere Girls have invested time, talent, and effort in the development and performance of their play. The actions of denying the students the opportunity to perform and buying access by members of the public to the venue of the festival not only undermines the right to artistic creativity, but also limits constitutional freedoms. Mr. Speaker, it is against this background that I request for a statement from the chairperson of the Departmental Committee on Administration and Internal Security on the following. 1, A report on the incidents at the National Drama and Film Festival in Nakuru, including reasons for deployment of anti-riot police and use of excessive force. B, steps that the Ministry of Interior and National Administration is taking to ensure that the law enforcement agencies protect and not infringe on the rights of citizens, particularly children, in line with the Constitution. And C, Mr. Speaker, measures that the ministry is taking to prevent future violations of artistic freedoms in educational spaces and to guarantee that students and their creative producers are not intimidated or threatened, Mr. Speaker. Thank you.
Thank you. Yes, Omboko Milemba.
Honorable Speaker, thank you very much for this chance. I just want to support the statement and indicate that drama is just about satire, and satire has been there throughout. And I remember one of the most remembered satirical philosophers even during the French Revolution was Voltaire. But even Voltaire himself was allowed to perform before Louis XVI.
It's not called Voltaire, it's called Voltaire.
Thank you. You are an authority speaker. He was called Voltaire. And Voltaire himself was allowed even to perform before Louis XVI. So I think what we should do in that space is to allow such a place to be performed and they get over and we move on. But I think, Honorable Speaker, I want to plead with you that we also involve the Departmental Education of Education, because I know quickly they'll rush to punish the teachers who are not responsible for this. And therefore, I'm just hoping our teachers will not be punished. Thank you.
Yes, Mama Zamzam.
Asante sana Mheshimiwa Spika, na mimi nikiweza kuzungumza juu ya tamthilia ya watoto wa Butere. Mheshimiwa Spika, hawa ni watoto ambao akili zao zinanasa mambo mengi sana. Na mimi katika shule pia, Mheshimiwa Spika, nilikuwa nafanya tamthilia. Na kuna vitabu vingi vimeandikwa mashetani, kusadikika na vitabu kama vile. Lakini hii ya hawa watoto, wanasiasa wameingia ndani, wakawa wanatoa uwazi wa maneno, na sisi tunajua Kenya inateketea. Mheshimiwa Spika, kuna wakati tumetoka hapa mbio kwa maneno ambayo yalikuwa hayako sawa, Mheshimiwa Spika. Kwa hiyo hatuwezi kukubali watoto wetu waweze kudhurika katika akili. Watoto wapewe michezo iko mingi na maneno ya kutumia pia yako tofauti. Lakini niliangalia ule mchezo, Mheshimiwa Spika, ulikuwa umeingia siasa, ulikuwa una nia tofauti, na wale watoto wako innocent, watoto hawaelewi wanaambiwa kufanya kitu gani. Kwa hiyo Mheshimiwa Spika, mimi nasema katika mashule yetu tuhakikishe pia walimu, mambo ambayo tunawekea watoto wetu katika akili wao kunasa ni mambo ambayo yatawapatia mwongozo mzuri, sio mambo ambayo yatakuja kuleta utashanishi na farakana katika taifa, Mheshimiwa Spika. Kwa hiyo mimi nasema ile bani ilikuwa iko sawa. Mimi nilicheza tamthilia, watoto wapewe mchezo ambao unaweza kuwa na mafunzo mazuri, si mchezo ambao utakuja kuchoma taifa, Mheshimiwa Spika. Asante sana.
Donya.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. When I was in primary, high school, and college, before I joined university, I was doing drama, Mr. Speaker. In fact, I was the best character, and I'm still even in Bunge. So, Mr. Speaker, this satire thing, I've been doing it. Then there's a time they wrote on social media. I will just speak it because now this is the debate that we have before the floor of the House. Kisii woman rep on her way going to Kisii, she has been captured going for a short call. It was a lie. And then they put the photo there through AI. Then you want us to celebrate. That is what they are telling leaders, Mr. Speaker. There are countries that even don't allow WhatsApp, Mr. Speaker. We are misusing the power that we have for freedom. Freedom. I just have to continue, Mr. Speaker. We are misusing. That quote must be noted. When you are in school and you are doing drama, you do even what if the examiners come and examine will help you to understand what is osmosis, what is photosynthesis. Not telling those learners, I saw the clip, Mr. Speaker, they are saying Zakayo must go. Where? Just like the other day they were saying the speaker must go. Which speaker must go? Where? Mr. Speaker, if you had gone, who could be seated there, Mr. Speaker? We must think tough. Protection of our children, yes, we say, they must be protected. They must be given money, capitation, books, they must be given, but allowing politicians to join school, and then it is the drama teachers who should form the scripts, Mr. Speaker. So you go to school as a politician, you take the role of a drama teacher, and then you want us to clap for you. Tomorrow they are going to write bad things. I was to say something else. And then we will say, what did we do, Mr. Speaker? That was wrong. That is not a drama teacher, but a politician who has vengeance and he wants to prove a point. Before he proves his point, he must be told this is very, very wrong.
Kainan.
Mr. Speaker, it is the high time that we call a spade a spade. Mr. Speaker, the children, the drama, the Butere girls, kids who have participated in this, are victims of politics. Mr. Speaker, we all understand the structure of our education system. From the drama club, there must be a drama master, there must be a drama teacher, there must be the school, there must be the standards officer, there must be the sub-county. The first question that I want to ask, and there must be a failure on this, how did the school allow Mr. Malala to participate and be part of the character in the promotion of talents for those innocent girls? Mr. Speaker, in our politics, we have destroyed the socio-political fabrics of this country, Mr. Speaker, through petty partisan political shenaniganism. Today we are going back to the schools. I think individuals must take responsibility. I empathize with those innocent girls. But Mr. Speaker, how did this happen? How was this allowed? If you want to fight President Ruto, go and deal with the politicians. Don't go back to the students. Don't use innocent children as characters, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, what I want to say is this, and you have been around. The politicians have an arena, a political arena. The kids are all, as a father, as a grandfather, who still has kids who are going to school, Mr. Speaker. That must not be allowed, and I want to urge the investigative agencies to deal with the teachers who allowed this, to deal with Christopher Malala, and I also want to appeal to the parents not to allow their children to be used by politicians. Mr. Speaker, in conclusion, and I know you are a great man in this. If we allow this today, I'm told the entire political class have gone to Nakuru today to empathize with Malala. Malala should be arrested this evening. Malala and cohorts in the school must be arrested. That is the only way we can allow the parents, we can say sorry to the parents and the students. Mr. Speaker, this is very important. I also want to appeal to the Committee on Education to do a thorough investigation, Mr. Speaker, and bring a report on the entire ecosystem on how this was allowed. I support the statement.
Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, I want to associate myself with the statements that have been made by my colleagues, but also inform the House, Honorable Speaker, that I've had an opportunity to discuss with one of the top education stakeholders as far as this drama is concerned, and he did inform me, Honorable Speaker, that the theme of this year's drama festival for the secondary schools was leveraging technology to nurture talent while inculcating national values for socio-economic development. Honorable Speaker, that was the theme of this year's, or that is the theme of this year's drama festival. Leveraging technology to nurture talent. To nurture talent. Technology, Honorable Speaker. Looking at the excerpts of what is purported to be the drama by Butere Girls, Honorable Speaker, it has nothing close to technology, Honorable Speaker. The chance that you hear the girls, the small girls in school, citing is, at one point you'll hear them say, Kasongo must go. At another point you'll hear them say that we want our rights, Honorable Speaker. While, Honorable Speaker, we condemn, if it did, it's true, that the students were chased out of the compound, Honorable Speaker, if it did, it's true, we condemn such, although that is not really confirmed by the authorities. We also must speak as parents that we are encouraging a rebellious generation, Honorable Speaker, which is not really fair. We are encouraging and growing a younger generation that believes that whatever they say, whether it's wrong, they shouldn't be redirected, Honorable Speaker. And this is very wrong. This play, Honorable Speaker, does not have any rightful word to praise it, Honorable Speaker. What needs to be done, if there was a gap midway, Honorable Speaker, within the structures of education that admitted a play that not realigned itself with the theme of this year, right from a politician, and even to the parents, they need to ask themselves this question. Why are you clapping that a politician drafted a script for your student in school? How should you be taking pride and say that there is a politician who actually, he said not to have gone to any university? That just because he's creative, his papers are questionable. He is the one that drafts a play, Honorable Speaker, in a national school like Butere Girls. And you as a parent who wants your student to go to school, go through a proper education, Honorable Speaker, and get outside there to be creative. You are clapping and saying, he created a script. If you tell Osoro today, Honorable Speaker, to write a script, I'll write a script that befits my political line of thought. If you tell Malala, Honorable Speaker, or any other person, they'll write a script based within that line of script, Honorable Speaker, and their line of thought. Does it befit or does it go in line with the education standards of this country? It doesn't, Honorable Speaker. As we are speaking to Honorable Speaker, Honorable Malala should actually be charged. It should be, in fact, even if you write a script and it's admitted in school, the process of directing that script, Honorable Speaker, should be left to the person who's gone to school, a teacher with a TSC number, to direct the script that has been written. Not a person with political intent. That on Sunday was talking about that question of Kasongo, and on Tuesday, that play is being pushed by those students, Honorable Speaker, using small children to drive our political agenda. No, that shouldn't be allowed. As we speak today, Honorable Speaker, the director of education in that county should actually be answerable. The sub-county education director should be answerable. The teacher that admitted such, the principal, they should be answerable, Honorable Speaker, because it is wrong by all standards, Honorable Speaker. Thank you.
Deido Raso, as the chair, when can you bring the statement? There's a mic in front of you. Okay, go ahead.
Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker. I think we'll bring a response in 2 weeks. But
2 weeks is too long. I want you to liaise with the chair of education, and between the two of you, bring a report on Thursday next week.
Well guided, Mr. Speaker, but I really want to say something following on comments by my colleagues. Kenya is bigger than all of us. And when we have the right platform, we have to use it with the responsibility. Many of us in this August House have children in primary, secondary school, and university. We want their character to be developed. We want them to learn good manners. I have watched that clip myself, and I was asking myself, where do we want this country to go? In 1 year, in 10 years, in 20 years? We are not going to be here for eternity, but we must leave a good country for future generations. I don't want to cast aspersion
Enough.
on the question.
Bring a statement on Thursday.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker.
Mohamud Daud, Wajir East.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I rise to request a statement on discriminatory screening protocols imposed on passengers flying to and from the northern region. Honorable Speaker, pursuant to Standing Order 44-2C, I rise to request for a statement from the Chairperson of Departmental Committee on Administration and Internal Security regarding the discriminatory security clearance protocols imposed on passengers flying to and from the northern regions. Honorable Speaker, Article 27 of the Constitution of Kenya guarantees the right to equality and freedom from discrimination. Additionally, the Civil Aviation Act, Cap 394, and International Aviation Security Standards prescribe uniform security procedures for all travelers. However, passengers from certain regions of this country, particularly Wajir County, are subjected to special clearance at the port of origin and rescreening upon arrival at Wilson Airport or Jomo Kenyatta International Airport. These discriminatory protocols are undertaken pursuant to Air Navigation Regulations 1985, also revised in 2012. Mr. Speaker, these regulations require airlines to obtain clearance from the Office of the President before flying to the following aerodromes: Buna East, Liboi, Burra, Mandera, Dif, Balambala, Elwak, Modogashe, Garissa, Ramu, Giriftu, Takaba, Gurar, Habaswein, and Ijara in the northern region. Dukana, Merti, Ilelet, Moyale, Isiolo, North Horwest, Karga, Sigel, Laisamis, Sololo, Logologo, the eastern region. Dandori, Karor, Kiunga, Lamu Mwana, which is Manda Islands, Masalani, Mpeketoni, Kipini, Mkumbi, Ngao, and Siu in the coast region, Migori in Nyanza region, Baragoi, Sorelei, Oldonyo Farm, Wamba in the Rift Valley region. Notably, Mr. Speaker, Regulation 1.114 requires flights to an aerodrome in northern region to obtain clearance not later than 48 hours before the intended departure. This constrains airline operators from offering timely services to passengers and runs counter to the principles of inclusivity. The continued application of these regulations also seem oblivious to the fact that security situation that necessitated stringent security protocols then has since improved, calling for review. Honorable Speaker, it is against this background that I request the Chairperson of Departmental Committee on Administration and Internal Security to appraise the House on the following. 1, the justification for continued requirement for special clearance for flights to and from Wajir and aerodromes in places listed in Regulation 1.114 in the Air Navigation Regulations 1985, despite the improved security situations in the region. 2, the reasons for rescreening passengers from Wajir upon arrival at Wilson or Jomo Kenyatta International Airport, despite being screened at the ports of departure, a practice not uniformly applied to passengers from other places. 3, the measures put in place to ensure uniform security screening procedures for all domestic flights in line with constitutional provisions of equality and fairness. And 4, and finally, the steps being taken to revise the Air Navigation Regulations 1985 to remove discriminatory provisions in Regulation 1.114 requiring special clearance for flights in the listed aerodromes. I thank you, Honorable Speaker.
Raso, Chairman Security, 2 weeks.
Honorable Speaker, listening to that statement, there is also the element of transport.
Of?
Transport.
Yes.
Because it's about civil aviation.
Actually, it's not a security matter. It's
Yes.
Is the chairman of Roads and Transport here? Honorable Daoud.
Here. The chairman is here, Honorable Speaker.
I can see you.
Yes.
Honorable Daoud, did you perceive it to be a security matter or an aviation matter? Give him the mic.
Mr. Speaker, the clearances are obtained from the Ministry of Interior, not from civil aviation. So
Okay.
yes, it is about aerodromes and air transport, but these clearances are imposed and are obtained from the Ministry of Interior. Thank you.
Okay, Raso, 2 weeks, you bring us a response. Adan Kainan.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I wish to request for a statement regarding the status of Wajir Town and sewerage water system. Honorable Speaker, pursuant to the provision of Standing Order 44-2C, I wish to request for a statement from the chairperson of the Departmental Committee on Blue Economy, Water and Irrigation regarding the status of Wajir Town Water and Sewerage System Project. Honorable Speaker, access to clean and sustainable water is not only a right under Article 43 of the Constitution, but also a key driver and cornerstone for economic growth, public health, and environmental sustainability. To this end, Honorable Speaker, Wajir Town Water and Sewerage System Project was initiated under the Ministry of Water, Sanitation and Irrigation to provide clean water and elaborate sewerage system in Wajir Town. Mr. Speaker, the project was earmarked to benefit from the World Bank funding under the Water and Sustainable Development Project under B156634 of 2017. Mr. Speaker, regrettably, the project, which has immense transformative potential in alleviating the chronic water shortages, fostering economic viability, and significantly uplifting the quality of water for Wajir residents, has been faced with inexcusable, Mr. Speaker, delays. These prolonged delays have hindered the expedite its completion so as to address the pressing challenges facing the community, as intended, notably equitable access to water resources and enhancement of resilience and prosperity, economy, water and irrigation on the following: the current implementation status of the Wajir Water and Sewerage System Project under the World Bank, expected completion timelines. 2, Mr. Speaker, the financial status of the project, the funding support from the World Bank, Water Sewerage of 2017, if any, the details of the amounts disbursed and utilized to date on unfulfilled budgetary commitments leading to its delay. 3, Mr. Speaker, measures in place to ensure the accountability, transparency, and efficiency in the utilization of funds, and particularly in the light of the delays and concerns about the cost overruns. 4, Mr. Speaker, the challenges, including technical, financial, or administrative, impeding the progress of the project, and the strategic interventions taken by the ministry to overcome those challenges and ensure its timely completion. 4, and finally, Mr. Speaker, plans by the ministry to guarantee the long-term sustainability, efficiency, and affordability of the water supply and sewerage services upon completion and operationalization. Mr. Speaker, I'm aware that the funds meant for Wajir has been diverted to another county in another region. I request for the chairman to bring out all the facts appertaining to this particular project, as every Kenyan, every region is entitled to the same development initiative by the government. Thank you, Mr.
Chair, Blue Economy, Water and Irrigation. Bowen.
Mr. Speaker, I will bring answer in the next 2 weeks.
2 weeks, thank you. Joseph Gitari. Honorable Joseph Gitari, Kirinyaga Central.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I request for a statement regarding the promotion of curriculum support officers in the country to the position of principal teacher management officers. Honorable Speaker, pursuant to the provision of Standing Order 44-2C, I wish to request for a statement from the chairperson of the Department Committee of Education regarding promotions of curriculum support officer CSO to the position of principal teacher management officer PTMO. Honorable Speaker, curriculum support officers play a vital role in the implementation of curriculum in the country. The CSOs were transferred to Teacher Service Commission in 2012 with a view of guaranteeing quality assurance of education across the country. In 2019, the Commission adopted a career progression guideline, CPG, and has led to a few CSO below the age of 55 being promoted to principal teacher management officers, leaving out those above 55 years. The failure by the TSC to fully implement the CPG has caused anxiety among the CSO. Honorable Speaker, it is against this background that I request for a statement from the chairperson of the Departmental Committee on Education on the following. 1, a report on the steps taken by the government to promote curriculum support officers due to promotions to the position of principal teachers management officers. 2, report on the status of implementation of career progression guidelines CPG issued by TSC. And finally, Mr. Speaker, measures the government is putting in place to ensure fair career progression in all cadre under the Teacher Service Commission. I thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you, Chair Education. Vice Chair Education. Majority Leader, where's your Chair Education? Advise him to bring
the House, even the Vice Chair, but I will advise them
to bring a response in 2 weeks.
in 2 weeks.
Mashua Waithaka, Kiambu.
Thank you, Speaker. Honorable Speaker. Request for statement regarding flooding of Kasarini Primary School due to discharge of wastewater from 5-star Paradise Estate to the provisions of Standing Order 44-2C and mining regarding flooding and environmental degradation affecting Kasarini Primary School as a result of wastewater discharge from the 5-star Paradise Housing Development in Runda. Honorable Speaker, in 2014, the National Environment Management Authority 2016, the developers constructed this housing development. The construction the estate. The school has suffered from severe flooding and environmental degradation as a result of wastewater discharge from the estate, which has turned the school grounds into a wetland. This situation has exposed both students and teachers to severe health risks. The sanitation facilities in the school, including toilets, have been clogged, and the playground is flooded, making them unusable. In addition, uncontrolled water flowing from the estate has led to emergence of water springs across the school. This situation has raised concern regarding the environmental regulatory consideration applied by NEMA during approvals of development projects. And Honorable Speaker, it's against this background that a request for a statement from the chairperson of the Departmental Committee on Environment, Forestry and Mining on the following. 1, a report detailing the process followed by the National Environmental Management Authority in granting approvals to the developers of 5-state Paradise Runda Estate, including the environmental impact assessment that the agency conducted. 2, actions that the ministry has taken to curb any further pollution and to mitigate the health environmental risk posed by wastewater discharge from Kasarini Primary School. And 3, steps being taken to restore Kasarini Primary School as a safe and conducive learning environment for students, including any plans for compensation to the school for the damages suffered as a result of the pollution, indicating specific timelines for the said compensation. Thank you, Honorable Speaker.
Thank you, my Honorable Mashua, Education, Majority Leader.
I raise to request for a statement regarding maternal and child mortality rate in the country. Honorable Speaker, pursuant to Standing Order 44.2c, I rise to request for a statement from the chairperson of the Departmental Committee on Health regarding the maternal and child mortality rate in the country. Honorable Speaker, the 2022 Kenya Demographic and Health Survey published by Kenya National Bureau of Statistics revealed that mortality rates for mothers and children hit the lowest level in the last 3 decades. According to the data, the mortality rate for neonatal stood at 21 deaths per 1,000 live births, while for children under 5 years, it was at 41 deaths per 1,000 live births. On the other hand, the 2024 United States Agency for International Development, that is USAID, report on preventing child and maternal deaths ranks Kenya 4th in Africa with 594 maternal deaths per 100,000 live births. This trend is worrying given that Kenya is a signatory to the United Nations Sustainability Development Goals. Under SDG 3, member states aim to reduce mortality rate for neonatal mortality rates to 12 deaths per 1,000 live births, reduce the mortality rate for children under the age of 5 years to 21 deaths per 1,000 live births, and reduce maternal mortality rates stand at double of these targets. Honorable Speaker, according to the Ministry of Health, the mortality rate in the country remains a major public health concern, with 15 out of 47 counties accounting for 98.7% of all deaths. These tragic figures underscore the urgent need for quality health care, which hinges on the dedication and well-being of healthcare professionals, particularly nurses. Unfortunately, Trans Nzoia County is grappling with a shortage of over 900 nurses, adversely affecting service delivery. There is need for deliberate measures to address these issues to improve maternal and neonatal health outcome in the country. Honorable Speaker, it is against this background that I request for a statement from the chairperson of Departmental Committee on Health on the following. 1. Report on the targeted intervention initiated by the Ministry of Health to support high-burden counties, including Trans Nzoia, to combat the high child and maternal mortality rates in the country. And 2, report on measures being taken by the government to improve the welfare of healthcare professionals at national and county health facilities. I thank you, Honorable Speaker.
Thank you, Lillian. Chair Health. Dr. Nyikal.
It's possible in 2 weeks, Mr.
2 weeks.
Yes.
Thank you. The request to the Blue Economy Chair, but the order paper is indicating it's education. So check with the clerk's office and liaise with both chairmen and see who is the one to bring the response. The clerk owns up that is an error on the order paper, so Honorable Mashua. Who is the chair environment? Who? Kareke Mbuki. Kawaya. Is he in the house? So majority leader, you will communicate accordingly. Next, Omulher Harun. Before Omulher, you request, allow me to acknowledge in the public gallery Tinderet Comprehensive School from Kipkelion West, Kericho, Nyairobi Secondary School from Kipkelion West, Kericho. On my behalf and on behalf of the House, we welcome the students and their teachers to the House of Parliament. Omulher, give her the mic.